So you saw the throwbacks?
Yes, sir.
What did you think of those?
I think it's sweet. You know, take it back to the old school. I like the baby blue. I love the cleats that we're gonna wear. So you know, it's gonna be awesome going out there and showing something new.
How did you guys hear about it, or how was it presented to you guys? Or?
I mean, we kind of found out because we had to go try on jerseys and make sure everything fit. You know what I'm saying? Pants, stuff like that. We had to break in our cleats. So that's how we, as players, found out.
So new cleats, new helmet?
I'm not sure about the helmet. Okay. I'm not sure about the helmet. So.
As far as, you know, lots been made about your transition from linebacker or from receiver to linebacker. Mm-hmm. Did you ever imagine when you were coming out of high school that you'd be a linebacker at this level?
No. Honestly, I wouldn't. You know, in high school I played linebacker or wide receiver and safety. You know, so it was like if I wasn't gonna play wide receiver, I was gonna play safety. And then now we're here and I'm playing linebacker. And you know, I think God just put me in the right position. So.
It seems like you're having kind of a breakout year playing linebacker. Do you attribute that mostly to better health this year or improved feel?
Yeah, health has to do with a lot of things. You know, I'm just out here every day, healthy, being able to fly around and just get better every day. And you know, that was a lot of last year. I missed the first 5 games. You know, so it's coming back for the last half of the season. You know, it was a little take a while to get your legs under you. You know, so I was able to go spring ball healthy, fall ball healthy, right into the season. You know, so that had a lot to do with it.
If I'm not mistaken, you're from Colorado, right?
Correct.
So what is it like going against Colorado? Is there anyone on the roster you may know?
Well, there is a couple people that I used to know. I think they transferred out of there. A lot of the guys, yeah, a lot of the guys. I'm trying to think if I know anybody. I knew Jake Wiley, you know, just from being from Colorado, but he's obviously here now. So as far as anybody on the roster, don't really know anybody, but you know, it's a good game. I have a lot of family coming out here and a lot of support just because it's the Colorado game. So you know, just gotta keep my head down and take this week as any other week. So.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What impressed you most about the way Ethan ran the offense the other day?
I think he just took on the role well, no hiccups, and he embraced his position and did his job. So he didn't let any distractions get aside, you know, hopping right back into it. He was ready for it.
You guys had the throwback jerseys kind of released or revealed.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that?
It's sweet. It's a nice little switch up. We're honoring the 54 championship team, so I'm sure everyone will be excited to see it. We were all excited. I actually didn't know about it until last week, and then had to try it on, see how it fit, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool colors. So we're all looking forward to it.
What stood out about the way Ethan sort of took charge in practice last week?
Yeah, like I said, he had a confidence, and he really. Going from where it was beforehand to him just taking ownership of the offense and whatnot, he took it like he was there ever since day one. So him being able to take on that role and lead the offense and go out there and do what he did, it's impressive.
Avoiding turnovers, is that the big key between the way you played last week and the couple of games before?
I mean, that's always a big key for offense, is just limit the turnovers, and then for the defense, get as many takeaways as possible. So every week, we're always emphasizing, hey, let's limit turnovers. Let's give the defense some points to have a nice little safe spot and do what they do. So it's always an emphasis.
Any specific, I guess, differences between Ethan and Dante? Obviously, you know, Ethan's had the more experience with the system and things like that. But aside from that, anything specific stand out?
No, I mean, they're both really good quarterbacks. It's tough for Dante because he is a freshman, and like you said, Ethan's had more experience. But I think Dante took on his role as a young quarterback, and he did really well. And so with Ethan, it's nice having all these weapons along with Colin Schlee for the offense, and Coach Kelly's using them amazingly. So, yeah.
I think Colin was back out there at practice. Seemed like a full go. How did he look like?
He looks good. Yeah, he looks good. He's doing a lot better. His pain's low, so he's telling me he feels really good. So hopefully we'll get to see him. So.
And as far as the way, you know, Ethan and Dante have kind of handled things over the last, you know, couple of weeks from a professional standpoint, what does that say about the way both of them have approached this thing?
It's awesome. They're super mature. It's really cool to see them not only in the game, but on practice sideline, helping each other. They always encourage each other, high fives, telling them what they see from the sideline, from the field. They're really close off the field, on the field. So it's really cool, and it tells a lot about them, how good of characters they are and how mature they are.
First couple of games of the year, the tight ends were taking a little bit of a backseat to the outside receivers in the passing game. Last few weeks been a different story. What do you attribute that to? Is it just kind of the flow of the way game plans go? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we just do our job. So a lot of the time, it's the look on the defense, the game plan. But everyone gets their opportunities. So, like you said, some weeks we might not get a heavy load in the pass game, but still in the run game we're there. So it's awesome being a tight end because you're in the run game and pass game. So you're always a part of the offense. So wherever the coaches need us, we're there. Yeah.
Let's talk about the depth that you guys have there with Mo and some of the other guys.
Carson.
Yep.
It's awesome having us interchangeable. And Mo was a perfect addition to this team and tight end room. He's awesome with the culture. He's one of the funniest guys on the team. So being able to have a depth like that, it's awesome because let's say we get tired, we're running tempo, one of us can jump in there. So in practice we work it a lot. Hey, rotate. And you got Jack Peterson, Michael Church, and Grant. They're doing great. Just so many additions to the offense and tight end room.
And you specifically had that long, chunk play. Can you take us through that play?
Yeah. So we worked that play a lot. It was elephant, 13 personnel. And so in practice, we worked it. There's a lot of reads for the quarterback to make. So it's RPO. We're reading the run. If he can't hand it off, he's looking to the 3 bunch set we have. So I got me at the point, Carson Ryan outside, and then Cragen running the post. So he takes me first if I'm open. So a split safety. I piped around the middle. Garbers hit me. But if I was taken, he'd work his progression. So it's really cool seeing that line because I told the Garbers, I was like, don't sleep on me. if they part the Red Sea, I'll be there. So it's cool. I talked to him after that catch, and it all worked out.
You got some wheels. What do you?
Hey, like I said, don't sleep on me. This offseason we were working a lot of speed, so I was trying to open up there, but also got to protect the ball. So yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
Sweet, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. How impressive was it for Ethan to come in there and play that way after not being in for a while?
It was impressive, but I kind of knew that's what Ethan's about. Our quarterback situation might be a little different than most, but all those guys can play, and I'll back any one of those quarterbacks to go in there and get the job done. I guess that night it was Ethan's call, so he took care of business, and that's what we expect out of our starting quarterback.
Is there any sort of adjustment in terms of cadence or any operational things when you switch quarterbacks?
Not usually, because we do a lot of center quarterback exchanges, and there's a lot of rotation going on. So I'm kind of just listening for a few key words and then a clap. So that's all I'm keyed into.
As far as game to game, how is from a pass protection standpoint, how have things gone in your eyes?
We can always get better. We can always improve. The thing about our offense is some 4 guys will do the right job, and then maybe that one guy is off. We just got to come together and be all one unit, all 5 guys working on the same thing. But I think we're really close. I think we're improving every week, and that's just how things go sometimes. And we just got to keep getting better every week. And then that's the only thing you can do really is look at the film on Sunday and come back Monday ready to get it corrected.
And on top of that, because you have so many different pieces on the offensive line, as well as when Dante was taking steps. Figure teams are going to want to blitz a young quarterback. How much different does it feel compared to just last year?
It is a big difference because a lot of veterans last year got a new rotation, new guys in this O-line this year, but everything's been going good, I think. It's just that taking care of that one mistake, maybe we all did our job, but that one guy made a miss. Sometimes that could be me too, so we try to all work as one, and I think we're starting to work towards that, and I think we're getting better at that.
It seems like the communication issues that were maybe an issue in the first few games, those have been cleaned up quite a bit. Has that just been increasing, comfort level with each other, or more something technical you guys are doing?
I'd say it's more comfort level. I've been playing with Neo and John last year since I got to UCLA, and having 2 new inside guys and a newer line. It's hard to get those real game-like situations without actually being in the game. So I just look at it as a learning experience, and the more thing about it is we can communicate, but it's more kind of I see what you see and he sees what I see. That's the part where we got to get to. I think we're working towards that.
Is there more on you as a center this year than there was last year with those 2 experienced guys next to you?
I think I do it to myself. I probably put more on myself, just being the veteran and the older guy in the O-line room. But no, everyone's been holding their own, keeping up. It's just that those little mental things, if I see the linebacker's going this way, he got to see it too. But we're not really saying anything. So it's just the intuition type things, yeah.
You guys have Jake Wiley with you guys now this year. Obviously, he came from Colorado.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk to him at all about what that experience was like? Obviously, they had a mass exodus of guys transferring out of there.
Not really about like his situation at Colorado, but more like how can he help us at UCLA, like him giving us like scouting reports, that's huge, and things like that. So really looking at Jake this week and just knowing that that's our brother, you know, and he left that place for whatever reason he did, and you know we got to get his back and try to get this dub against Colorado.
The last couple of games, it seems like you guys haven't been rotating as much in game, been mostly the starting five. Do you think that's also helped kind of with continuity?
Maybe. I think it's just like as the game goes on, it's kind of, you get into the shuffle of things. It's kind of hard to like think about rotation and things like that. You kind of just want to start rolling and getting a good offense on the ball and like scoring points. So I don't know if it's we've been doing better. It's just like that's how the game's been going, and it's been doing better for us. Yeah.
I think Dante took the lineman out to eat maybe like 2 weeks ago now. How was that?
Oh, that was fun. I actually pulled up a little later, but we went to actually BJ's in Westwood. So I walk in, I just see like all these big ass dudes above me on like the second row. I'm like, oh shit, I get kind of nervous. Well, I noticed that's our guy, so I was excited to go and eat with the boys. Yeah.
I guess that's not a bad thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's not a bad thing. Protectors, you know, that's what we like to call ourselves. So.
What are your thoughts on the defensive line that Colorado's got?
So far, what we've seen, like they're very active defensive front. You know, they're good like any other team. You know, we got to work hard prepping for them this week. Like I said, more active guys. Like they work really hard. You know, they don't stop till the whistle's blown. So we just got to bring our A game and bring our finish to the game.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.